An individual who accused Afrika Bambaataa of inappropriate assault has now recanted their claims. Greetings, everyone. Today's video focuses on Ronald Savage and his recent retraction of the accusations he made against Afrika Bambaataa regarding inappropriate abuse when Savage was underage. In his retraction, Savage clarifies that he no longer considers Bambaataa to be a pedophile. He does, however, acknowledge his own role in the situation, admitting to having a consensual, inappropriate relationship with Bambaataa without disclosing his age. Savage expresses a desire for closure and shares that he and Bambaataa have reunited, embraced, and forgiven each other. It is important to note that despite Savage's retraction, there are still other allegations against Bambaataa, including a recent lawsuit filed in 2021 by another individual who claims to have been sex trafficked by the hip-hop icon. With that being said, let us now begin our discussion. Ronald Savage, the individual who initially accused Afrika Bambaataa, the trailblazing figure in hip-hop, of engaging in abuse when Savage was 15, has now reversed his stance. In an interview with All Hip Hop, Savage explicitly stated that Bambaataa is not a pedophile. Although Savage admits to being involved in an inappropriate relationship with Bambaataa when he was underage and Bambaataa was significantly older, he takes partial responsibility for not explicitly informing the Planet Rock artist that he was underage at the time. Savage admitted that he had completely forgotten about his teenage escapades involving a fake ID, which allowed him to enter clubs when he was underage. I suppose it's understandable that he would assume I'm of legal age since he saw me in the clubs. I mean, why wouldn't he think that? It's partly my fault as well for not disclosing my real age to him. In the midst of the distressing experience, the thought completely slipped my mind. All I could focus on was the question, why did this happen to me? I expressed that sentiment back in 2016, and now it seems I have finally received an answer. Savage revealed his story 8 years ago, driven by the emotional toll his relationship with Bambaataa had taken on him. It was a burden he needed to release, to alleviate the damage inflicted upon him. Despite the circumstances, he adamantly asserted, "I was not coerced into any action. I willingly chose to do it." Despite admitting to hating himself for his actions, Savage continued to defend Bambaataa, asserting that the latter's involvement was consensual and based on the belief that the individual involved was of legal age. In a surprising twist, Savage and Bambaataa recently reunited in person at an event honoring the late Queen Amber, a leader within the Zulu nation. Recalling their meeting, Savage expressed, "I have fervently prayed for an end to this situation and have always yearned for resolution. Speaking to that individual felt like the necessary closure I had been seeking. It seemed as though it was God's will for me to be present in that moment." He proceeded to disclose that he and Bambaataa shared an embrace and engaged in a personal dialogue, wherein they mutually granted forgiveness to one another. Expressing remorse, the individual stated that they apologized to the person involved because they genuinely believed that if they had disclosed their age as 15, the situation would have unfolded differently. They also shared that they expressed love towards the other person, who reciprocated those feelings, indicating the absence of animosity between them. Savage chose not to reveal whether Bambaataa offered an apology, keeping that information undisclosed. In a previous interview with Fox 5 New York, Bambaataa vehemently denied any allegations of inappropriate misconduct with Savage, stating, "I never made any physical contact with him. Bambaataa has faced multiple accusations of inappropriate offenses, with Savage being just one of many individuals who have come forward." In a recent lawsuit filed in 2021, an anonymous man referred to as John Doe asserted that between the years 1991 and 1995, when he was underage, the renowned figure in hip-hop engaged in sex trafficking. The alleged incidents of inappropriate abuse and sex trafficking took place at the Bronx River Houses public housing project, where both Bambaataa and John Doe resided. According to the lawsuit, Bambaataa allegedly engaged in inappropriate touching of Doe in private areas while they were in his apartment. The suit also detailed how Bambaataa allegedly encouraged Doe to watch pornographic videos during their time in his residence. According to the man, he alleges that he fell prey to the horrors of trafficking, recounting how Bambaataa would transport doe to various places and present him as an inappropriate object to other adult males. Throughout these distressing encounters, Bambaataa would observe as doe was sodomized by these individuals. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.